Hello, today I will be showing you how to create a shop. So to start, we are going to right click start a GUI. We are going to insert an object and we are going to insert a screen GUI. And the screen GUI is basically an element that holds all of the GUI elements together. So we're going to name this shop, and then we're going to insert an object. It'll be called frame, and a frame is pretty much just a rectangular square thing. And so I'm going to make mine black. I'm going to remove the border of it, and background transparency is 0.3. I'm going to set the position to 0.2 and 0.2. And basically I am using the scales, which is pretty much a percentage of how far off the screen. So if I set the scale to 0.2, it'll go 20% off the screen this way. And the good thing about scale is it fits all monitor sizes. And so size, I'm not going to use offset, and I'm going to use scale, which is the first value. I'm going to set this to 0.6 and this to 0.6 as well. And so now here is our basic shop, and I'm going to name this main frame just so I know that this is the frame that I'm going to be working with. I'm also going to insert a text button, and this will be called the button. Oops, I spelled that wrong. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to right click insert local script, but first we are going to go back to button here, and we are going to set size to 0 and this to 0, and we're going to set the position to about 0.05, and I'm going to set mine to 0.8. And now we're going to set the size to about 0.2 and about 0.1. Okay, that's too big, so I'm going to set it to 0.1 and 0.05. And I'm also, nope, that's once again too small, 0.75, that's good enough. Style, I'm just going to keep it like this, and we're going to set background color to whatever. I'm going to make my background color be green, and then I'm going to remove the border again. And then we're going to go down and we're going to say text, and it's going to say shop. Oops, did not mean to do that. And it's going to say shop. And now we're going to text color to white. I'm going to set text scale to true so that it scales to fit the entire button. And so now we have our shop button here, and so here we have our main frame. Once again, you can customize this to however you want. And so now in our main frame, we are going to, actually first we're going to go back to button, and we're going to edit this local script, and we're going to type this in right here. So I'm going to leave this script in the description in case you do not want to type it out, but pretty much what this does is this tests if it's clicked. So if script.parent, which is the button, .mouse button 1 click, which means that if they click it, it'll create a new function, and it'll do script.parent .parent.mainFrame.visible equals true. Pretty much what this is doing is setting this frame right here, it's making it visible. So now we are going to right click here, insert and a text label, and we are going to name this shop. Border size 0, background transparency is 1, and text color white. I'm going to set text scale to true once again, and I'm going to do this. And now this time I'm going to go to model, and I'm going to click on the UI editor, and this is a recent update to Roblox because it lets you just drag and drop to edit this. So we're going to set this to the center, and you'll see a black line show up once it's centered. And we're also going to set it right here, and we're going to make it a bit bigger like this, and we're going to once again center it. And here we have our shop, and we are going to name it label. And so now we are going to insert a button, a text button right here. and this will be called Game Pass. And so now what happens is we will position it to 0.4. I mean, no, 0.4. Once again, we're going to use the UI editor actually, and we're going to put it about right here. And I will set the style to a Roblox white thing, and so now we're going to once again use scale to make it fit all monitor sizes. Size 0.2 and 0.1, that looks good enough. Text scaled, and it will say example Game Pass, except this can fit whatever Game Pass you're selling. And so here we have our example Game Pass, and we're going to insert another local script, if I can find it. And then we're once again going to have this function, and so when it is clicked, it's going to prompt a purchase. And so I will show you the purchase in just a second. We're going to do game:get service, and then it's going to be marketplace service, and then :prompt purchase, and game.players.local player. Local players are player in this case, and Game Pass ID, which we have copied earlier, and it is this. And so now what happens is if we were to go ahead and run the game after making the main frame invisible, then as we can see, if we press the shop button, click on example Game Pass, you already own this item, it'll say something like this, except it'll prompt your purchase up here so that you are able to buy your purchase. One more thing, if you want to add a close button, we're going to right click, insert object, text button once again. We're going to make this visible so that we can see it. And it's going to be called close. And then we're going to once again set the size to about 0.1, 0.1, and then we're going to go to model and UI editor. We're going to UI editor, we're going to drag it over here, and then when it says close, we're going to make the background transparency red, or I mean the background transparency, so the border color dark red. And I'm gonna once again remove the border color, and now what we are going to do is we're going to go down here, text scaled, text color white, and it's just going to be an X. And now we're going to once again insert another local script, and we are going to type this again. So, and now that we have this typed, we are going to do script.parent.visible equals false, because once we click this, it'll make the shop invisible once again. So now when we press play, as we can, oops, I forgot to, once again we're going to make this not visible, and we're going to press play again. And so once we press shop, the GUI shows up, press X and it will disappear, and we can click on example Game Pass and it will prompt a purchase. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys want me to go more in depth in another video and show you how to add animations and stuff to the shop, please let me know in the comments. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.